Hi guys, today I will be discussing simple interest. But before we proceed to the word problems involving simple interest, let us differentiate the two kinds of interest in business mathematics under general mathematics. So, simple interest and compound interest, ano ang pagkakaiba nilang dalawa? Let us differentiate. So, ang simple interest guys, it is interest on principal only. Ibig sabihin, yung interest, pinapatong lang siya ng pinapatong or nilalagay lang siya ng nilalagay doon sa mismong principal value. At the same time, once a year lang siya ginagawa. Okay? Pagka sinabi namang compound interest, interest on principal and interest previously earned. Ibig sabihin guys, interest on interest na siya. Yung interest, lalagyan pa ng another interest. Okay? So, para mas madali nyo maintindihan yung difference nitong dalawa, let us read the scenario. So, for example, this one. So, ito yung scenario. $200 invested with a rate of 3% for 2 years. So, nag-invest daw, or yung $200 daw, in-invest siya. Tapos, meron siyang rate of interest which is 3% in a span of 2 years. So, sa year 1, so we have 2 years here. Sa year 1, kapag ka naka-enroll yung pera na $200 sa simple interest, sa year 1, tutubo lang siya ng $6. Kasi, ang 3% ng 200 is $6. So for the first year, ang magiging interest mo ay $6. Sa year 2, okay, so ipapatong ulit or hindi ipapatong, lalagyan ulit ng interest yung same amount, which is the principal amount. So, imumultiply ulit yung $200 to 3%, so $6 ulit. Same lang sila. So, ang magiging total interest natin ay $12. Okay? Kasi yung $6 and $6 na first year and second year, yun lang guys ay 3% ng $200. So, palagi lang nilalagyan ng interest yung principal. Pero pag sinabing compound interest, so same scenario, $200 invested with a rate of 3% for 2 years. So, sa unang year, so kukunin yung 3% ng $200, which is $6. So, meron ka ng $6 na interest. Tapos, sa second year, hindi na kukunin sa 200. Okay? Ia-add yung principal plus the interest, which is 200 plus $6, kaya naging 206. Tapos, siya ulit yung lalagyan ng interest na 3%. Kaya ang nangyayari, interest over interest. Kaya kapag ka-compound interest, mas malaki siya kesa sa simple interest. Kasi sa simple interest, yung principal lang ng principal yung nilalagyan ng interest. While sa compound interest, ina-add na ng ina-add yung mga interest, tas yun na naman yung nilalagyan ng panibagong interest. So, itong 206 na to, hindi na sa 200 nag-based kasi kumita na yung pera ng $6. So, nagkaroon ka na ng interest na $6, therefore, you already have 206. So, yun na yung lalagyan ulit ng 3% na interest. So, ang magiging interest for the year 2 is 6.18. So, ang magiging total interest is $6 plus 6.18, which is $12.18. So, that is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. But in this video, I will focus on simple interest. And then, the second video natin for the part 2 will be for compound interest. Okay? So, pinakita ko lang sa inyo kung anong difference niya. So, simple interest, ito yung mga formula na kailangan nating tandaan. Ito guys, madali siyang intindihin, this one. Ibig sabihin yung triangle na yan, pwede nyong kuhain yung value ng I, ng P, ng R, and then yung T. Kapag kinukuha nyo yung I, siguro familiar na kayo dito. If you want to get the value of I, cross out nyo lang yung letter na gusto nyo. So, ang magiging sagot, ang magiging formula is PRT. Ganun lang yun. Okay? Kapag naman, ang gusto ninyong kuhain ay yung P, so cross out nyo yung P, the formula for P is I, okay, ito yung mga natira, di ba? Yan sila, over RT. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. So, kapag naman R, ang gusto nating kuhain, that would be I, okay, divided by PT. Okay? And then, pag ang gustong kuhain ay time, so, tanggalin si time, cross out nyo siya. So, ang magiging formula ng time ay I over PR. Okay? So, yun. Ganun siya gamitin, yung triangle na yan. And then, the additional formula is very common. Kumbaga, kahit hindi na nga actually ituro sa inyo to, parang common sense na kasi siya na F is equal to P plus I. Ibig sabihin nitong F, guys, is the future amount, and then P is the principal amount, and then I is the interest. Halimbawa, nangutang ka ng 20 pesos. Ayan. Tapos, may interest na 5 piso. So, tumubo yung 5 piso. Siyempre, guys, i-add mo yan to get yung pinakababayaran mo, which is the future amount. Kaya ang babayaran mo in total is 25. Okay? So, ibig sabihin ng mga letters dyan is, I is for the interest. Okay? Ibig sabihin yung tinubo ng pera. P is the principal amount. Ibig sabihin yung original amount na hiniram or ininvest. R is the rate of interest. So, percent yan. Okay? Percent ng tinaas ng pera. And then, T is the time. Ibig sabihin, yung span of time niya, yung terms niya. And then, F is the future or maturity amount. Pag sinabing future, babayaran mo siya yung total. Yung total na babayaran mo. Kaya tinawag rin siyang maturity. Siyempre, lumaki na siya, guys. Lumaki siya because of the interest. Okay? So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng mga letters dyan. Okay, so let us proceed to the first example. Okay, so the first example is find the amount of interest if Bea invested $8,000 at 5% annual simple interest rate for 3 years. How much will she get after the end of the investment period? So, nag-invest daw siya, si Bea, ng $8,000. So, meaning to say, yung $8,000 na yan ay pera niya na in-invest, which is letter P. Pag sinabi, guys, na principal amount, wala pa siyang kasamang interest. Ibig sabihin yung parang original na amount. Okay? So, ang principal amount natin dito is the given 8,000. So, ininvest niya raw sa bangko. So, eto guys, pag nakakita kayo ng percent, automatic that would be your rate. Okay? So, ang rate natin is 5%. And then, this one, 3 years. So, obviously, that is for time. Ayan. So, ang time natin is 3 years. How much will she get after the end of the investment period? Sa Tagalog, magkano raw ang makukuha niya, okay, lahat after ng 3 years or after the investment period. So, ang tinatanong dyan, guys, magkano yung makukuha niya? Future yun. Tama? Okay? So, to get the future, syempre hindi nyo makukuha yung future kapag walang interest. Okay? So, hindi makukuha ang walang future pag walang interest. Okay? So, kunin muna natin yung interest kasi ang formula ng future, guys, is P plus I. So, you cannot get the future amount without computing the interest. So, kunin muna natin yung interest. So, tanggal to. Okay? Ayan, sa formula. So, ang magiging formula natin is PRT. Okay? So, ang P natin, guys, is 8,000. Okay? Yung rate, take note of the rate. Kapag i-input nyo siya sa formula, tanggalin nyo yung percent niya or i-divide nyo siya by 100. Or pwede nyo rin namang iurong yung decimal niya. So, di ba 5% yung rate? Andito yung decimal. Okay? So, urong nyo ng dalawa. Ayan. So, mapupunta siya dito. Magiging 0.05 or 0.05. Or kung ayaw nyo ng ganun, pwedeng i-divide nyo siya. So, yung 5%, divide nyo siya by 100% to cancel out the percentage. So, magiging ang sagot pa rin dyan ay 0.05. Okay? You can try that in your calculator. Halimbawa, ayan. So, 5 divided by 100 is 0.05. So, yun yung i-input nyo sa formula. Hindi yung 5, guys, ha? Okay? And then, yung time natin is naka-years dapat. So, 3 years. Okay? Naka-years naman to. So, multiply lang yan, ibig sabihin. So, interest would be, ayan, 8,000 times 0.05 times 3. So, the answer is 1,200 pesos. Ito, guys, yung 1,200 pesos, ay lang yan. Ibig sabihin, yung hindi pala pesos to, guys. Dollars pala siya. Yeah, 1,200. So, yung $1,200 na yan, interest lang yan. Ibig sabihin, yung pera na ininvest niya originally, which is the letter P, or $8,000, kumita ng $1,200. Ibig sabihin, para makuha natin yung amount na makukuha niya after 3 years, syempre, i-add nyo yun. Yung original, ayan, ito yung original amount, yung pera niya mismo na wala pang interest, plus yung kinita sa bangko, after 3 years, so yun yung magiging future amount. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung makukuha niya. So, future amount is equal to $8,000 plus $1,200. So, the future amount would be, so ang lahat-lahat na total na makukuha niya ay $9,200. So, that would be the final answer. Okay, so Bea will get $9,200 after 3 years or after the investment period. Ito kasi guys, tubo to. Ito yung original na pera niya. Okay? Let's have the second example. So John wants to have an interest income of $5,000 a year. How much must he invest for 1 year at 8% interest rate? So how much would be the maturity value? So gusto raw magkaroon ni John ng interest income na $5,000. So obviously this one is interest. C, $5,000. Okay? How much must he invest for 1 year at 8%? So ang rate natin is 8%. So gawin na kagad natin yung decimal. So tanggalin na kagad yung percent. So that would be 8 divided by 100. So 0.08. Okay? So anong tinatanong dito? How much must he invest? So magkano raw ang dapat niyang ilagay sa bangko kung gusto niyang kumita ng 5,000 na interest sa loob ng isang taon? So ibig sabihin, ang tinatanong ay P. Okay? Kasi magkano ang dapat niyang i-invest or magkano ang pera niya na dapat niyang ilagay sa bangko para kumita siya ng interest na 5,000. And then the next question is, how much would be the maturity value or future value? So ang tinatanong is F. Okay? So let us get the P. Ang time pala natin dito ay 1 year. Ayan. So ayun, for 1 year. So, ang P natin, ang formula, ayan, tanggalin natin yung P dito. So, I over RT. So, I divided by RT. And then, I is 5,000 over R natin is 0.08 times 1. Okay? So, ang P natin is, ayan, so let's have calculator. 5,000 divided by 0.08 times 1. Ayan. So, the final answer is 62,500. So, 62,500. So, ibig sabihin, kung gusto niyang kumita ng interest na 5,000 sa loob ng isang taon, kailangan niya mag-invest ng 62,500. Okay? Now, the second question is, how much would be the maturity value? So, kailangan niya mag-invest nito para kumita nito. So, magkano lahat-lahat na makukuha niya? So, ibig sabihin, we will add. So, F is equal to P plus I is equal to, so, 62,000, wait lang, pangit ng 6, 62,500 plus yung interest na gusto niyang kitain na 5,000. Okay, so, ibig sabihin, kung mag-i-invest siya ng 62,500 in a span of 1 year, kikita yun ng 5,000. So, ang makukuha niya in total is 67,500. Yun. Yun yung makukuha niya sa loob ng isang taon. Kapag ka nag-invest siya ng 62,500 na merong interest rate na 8%. So, it will earn $5,000 interest. Okay? Sige, let's have the third example. To start a mobile dog grooming service, a woman borrowed $3,500. If the loan was for 2 years and 5 months and the amount of interest was $175, what simple interest rate was she charged? So, nanghiram daw siya ng 3,500. So, kung nanghiram ka ng 3,500, guys, ibig sabihin nun, principal yun. Kasi nanghiram ka pa lang, wala pang interest. Alam nyo ang keyword nyo dyan, kapag ka binanggit yung word na borrowed at saka invested, ibig sabihin nun, ang tinutukoy niya ay principal. Pero kapag ka ang sinabi na ay how much will she pay, okay, how much will she pay, how much will she get, okay, ibig sabihin yung makukuha mo at saka yung babayaran mo. Syempre guys, may kasama na siyang interest, so that is future amount. Okay? Parang ano lang yan eh, kunyari nangutang ka ng 20 pesos. Tapos, Kunyari, yan yung inutang mo, 20 pesos. Tapos, yung kaklase mo, naningil ng 25 pesos. Okay? So, 25 pesos. So, alam natin na ang interest ay 5 pesos. Tama? So, yung 20, ang tawag dyan principal. Yun yung inutang mo. Yung 25, ang tawag dyan future amount or yung kailangan mong bayaran. And then, yung 5 is the interest. So, ang keyword nyo for principal is borrowed at saka invested. Ang keyword nyo naman for future is to be paid at saka to get. Okay? Amount to get after the investment period. Okay? So, ang principal natin, nangutang siya ng $3,500. If the loan was for 2 years and 5 months, okay. So, ang ano natin is 2 years and 5 months. Guys, kapag ka may months, i-convert nyo muna siya sa years kasi kailangan ang time natin naka-years parehas. So, i-convert nyo muna yung 5 months to years. So, para gawin yun, i-divide nyo. Kung may months lang ha. So, kung yung months, i-divide nyo by 12 kasi there are 12 months in a year. Tama? So, merong 12 months kasi in a span of 1 year. So, divide nyo siya by 12. So, pag dinivide nyo yan, 5 divided by 12. Ayan. And then, plus yung 2 years natin, ito yun, yung 2 years na to, ayan siya. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang 2.42. Yan, 42. I-round off nyo na sa hundredths place. So, 2.42 years. Ayan, naka-years na siya parehas. Yung 5 over 12 is equivalent to 0.42 years. So, pag dinivide nyo yung 5 divided by 12, ang magiging sagot ay 0.42. Ibig sabihin, 5 months is equivalent to 0.42 years. Eh, may 2 years ka pa dito. So, i-add mo lang yun. Okay? So, yun yung gagamitin nyo. 2.42. And then, ano pang given? So, the amount of interest, it was $175. So, ang interest daw ay $175. So, nangutang siya ng 3.5. Tumubo yung pera ng $175. Dito pa lang, guys, malalaman nyo kung anong future amount kahit hindi itanong. Siyempre, yung inutang niya plus yung tinubo, makukuha nyo yung future. Diba? Pero ang tinatanong, what simple interest rate? So, ang tinatanong dito guys ay rate. Okay? So, ang rate natin, ang formula is, ayan, tanggalin nyo yung R dyan. So, ang formula is I over PT. Okay? So, ang I natin is 175 over, ang P natin is 3,500 times yung time natin na 2.42. Ayan. Okay, so ang rate natin is, so 175 divided by 3,500 times 2.42. Okay, ang sagot niyo dito guys, syempre decimal. Di ba ang ginagawa natin, yung rate papunta ng given, dinidivide natin sa 100. Ito naman, imumultiply niyo siya by 100. Okay? So, ganun lang. So, ang interest rate is 2.07. So, 2.07%. So, the interest rate charged was 2.07%. Yun lang naman yung ano dito guys, sa rate. Yung rate, pag papunta siya ng given, okay, pag isasalpak nyo siya dun sa letter sa given, you divide it by 100 para matanggal yung percent. Pero, pagka yung rate ay papunta naman sa answer, so kabaliktaran ng divide, you will multiply that by 100. Yun lang naman. Okay? Sige, let's have the fourth example. A student borrowed some money from his father at 2% simple interest to buy a car. He paid his father $360 in interest after 3 years. How much did he borrow? So, a student borrowed some money daw. Yung isang estudyante raw, nanghiram ng pera sa tatay niya para makabili ng kotse. So, yung tatay niya, tinubuan siya ng 2% simple interest. So, ang rate natin is 2%. So, yung rate papunta ng given. So, tanggalin ko na yung percent, di-divide ko siya by 100. So, ang magiging sagot ay 0.02. Okay? He paid his father $360 in interest. So, binayaran niya yung tatay niya ng interest na $360 after 3 years. Yan. So, how much did he borrow? Magkano raw yung original na inutang? How much did he borrow? Magkano inutang niya sa tatay niya? Kung tumubo yung tatay niya sa kanya ng $360. So, ang tinatanong dito is P, original amount. Magkano yung inutang niya sa tatay niya? Okay, so ang formula ng P is I over RT. Ito yun. No? So, tanggalin si P. So, ito yung matitira. I divided by RT. Okay, so I natin is 360 over R natin is 0.02 multiplied by 3 yung time. Okay, so let's get the calculator. 360 divided by 0.02 times 3 equals 6,000. So the principal or the original amount borrowed is $6,000. Okay? So ito guys, yung principal amount. Ibig sabihin yan lang yung inutang niya sa tatay niya. Tapos tumubo ng 360. Ngayon, kung tatanungin kayo kung magkano yung babayaran niya sa tatay niya, hindi 360 lang. Hindi rin 6,000 lang. Kung hindi, 6,000 plus yung 360 na tinubo. So, ang babayaran niya sa tatay niya in total is $6,360. Kasi ito yung original na inutang plus yung tinubo na 360. So, syempre, all in all, 6,360. Guys, kung ang calculate nyo, yung single line, ang gawin nyo ganito. 360 divided by, lagyan nyo lang ng parenthesis palagi yung denominator sa lahat. Pati doon sa mga past examples natin. Kung naka-single liner kayo na calculator, itry nyong lagyan ng parenthesis na lang. Okay? So, times 0.02 times 3. Ayan. So, 6,000. Parehas lang naman ng makukuhang sagot. Okay? So, next one, next example. Number 5. Patrick deposited 10,260 in a bank for 2 years and 9 months at 10.5% simple interest. How much interest will he earn? Then, the next question is, how much money will he get in total after 2 years and 9 months? So, nag-deposit daw siya ng 10,260. So, naglagay siya sa bangko ng pera na 10,260 pesos. Okay? So, yung time na binigay is 2 years and 9 months. So, may months na naman tayo, guys. So, para gawing years yan, divide natin sa 12. So, 9. 9 divided by 12 is 0.75. So, may 0.75 ka na plus years na to, yung months na 9. And then, may plus 2 ka pa dito. So, ang time na gagamitin natin is 2.75 years. Okay? So, may binigay pa na 10.5% which is the rate. So, ang rate is 10.5%. So, tanggalin ang percent, divide by 100. So, that would be 0.01, 0.105. Ayan. So, kung gusto nyo i-divide, that would be 10.5 divided by 100. So, the answer is 0.105. Or pwedeng i-move nyo yung decimal ng dalawa. Pag ganun. Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina. Okay? Ano pang given dito? Wala na. So, ang tinatanong, how much interest will he earn? So, magkano ang makukuha niyang interest dun sa pera niya na ininvest na 10,260? And then the second question, how much money will he get? So, magkano yung makukuha niya daw after 2 years and 9 months? Siyempre, that is future. Okay? So, kunin mo natin yung interest. Sabi ko, guys, you cannot get the future without the interest. Parang jowa lang yan. Kapag walang interest sa inyo ang isang tao, ibig sabihin, wala kayong future. So, mauuna ang interest bago nyo makuha ang future. So, interest is PRT. Yan yung formula. So, equals. So, principal natin is 10,260 times rate na 0.105 times yung time na 2.75. Okay, ito yung gagamitin and this one. So, the answer in the interest is, so let's have 10,260 times 0.105 times 2.75 years. So, ang interest, 2,962. So, 2,962.58. So, 0.58. So, ibig sabihin, yung pera niya na 10,260 tumubo ng 2,962.58 sa loob ng 2 taon at 9 na buwan. Yun. Okay? So, yan yung una nating sagot for the first question. Now, ang tanong dun sa second question, how much money will he get in total? So, ito guys, interest lang to sa Tagalog tubo. Ito naman yung original na pera niya. So, lumaki yung pera niya by 2,962.58. So, syempre, parang common sense na lang yan. Yung ininvest niya na original na 10,260, i-add nyo dun sa tinubo na 2,962.58. So, ang magiging future amount or ang makukuha niya in total is, so, lagyan ko na lang to ng plus 10,260. So, 13,222. So, 13,222 point, syempre, 58 din. So, ang pera niyang makukuha after 2 years and 9 months is 13,222.58. So, ang original niyang ininvest is 10,260. Kumita yon ng 2,962.58. Kaya ang makukuha niya is 13,222.58. Okay? Let's have the sixth example. Lucian invested 220,000. Sorry guys, may zero yan. Ayan. So, Lucian invested 220,000 in a bank for future use. He received an amount of 500,000 after 7 years. What had been the interest rate? So, nag-invest daw si Lucian ng 220,000. Ibig sabihin, principal amount. Ininvest niya yung pera niya ng 220,000. Okay? Now, he received an amount of 500,000. So, nakatanggap siya ng 500,000 after 7 years. So, syempre, yun yung future, yung na-receive niya na 500,000. Okay? After 7 years. So, 7 years yung binigay na time. Okay? Ang tanong, what had been the interest rate? So, rate ang hinahanap. So, ang formula ng rate is I over PT. Okay, meron tayong P. Ito yun. Meron din tayong time, which is this one, pero wala tayong I. Pero guys, makukuha nyo yung I, syempre, by looking at this two, ayan, kahit i-observe nyo lang yan, malalaman nyo na kumita siya ng pera. Tama? Kumita siya ng, so, 500,000 minus 220,000. So, kumita siya ng 280,000 dun sa pera niya. Okay? After 7 years. Kasi, 220 yung ininvest niya. Nakuha niya 500K. So, lumaki yung pera ng 280. Ibig sabihin, yun yung naging interest. Gets? Okay? So, that would be the interest value. So, yung I natin doon sa may taas ng formula would be 280,000 over, so yung P natin is 220,000, okay, times yung time na 7. So, ang rate natin is, so, ayan na yung 280. Hindi, sige, ano na natin. Ayan. So, 280,000. Sobra nga. Ayan, over 220,000 times 7. Okay? So, ang sagot dito, nakadesimal. So, sabi ko sa inyo, kung nakadesimal, di ba yung rate, papunta ng given, divide by 100. Ito naman, answer natin siya. So, imumultiply naman natin siya by 100. Diretso nyo na siya, guys. So, magiging 18 point. So, continuous na to. 18.19. Kasi, ay hindi. 18.18181818 na yan. So, magiging 18.18. 18.18%. So, that would be the interest rate. Okay? Guys, take note nyo yun ha. Yung rate na sagot, kapag ka ang rate papunta ng given, divide that by 100. Pero pag yung rate papunta ng answer, multiply that by 100 para meron kayong percent na sign. Okay? Next one, number 7. Ay, dalawa na lang pala to. Ayan, second to the last. So, if Yumi wants to earn an interest amounting to 2,500 in a span of 4 years at 9.2%, how much should she invest? So, kung gusto raw kumita ni Yumi ng interest na 2,500 sa loob ng 4 na taon, sa 9.2% interest rate, magkano raw yung kailangan niyang ilagay sa bangko? So, gusto niyang kumita ng interest or tubo na 2,500 sa loob ng 4 na taon. Okay, so ang rate naman dito ay 9.2%. 9.2% divided by 100 is 0.092. Ayan. Pwede nyong i-calculate yan, guys. Kung hindi kayo sure, 9.2 divided by 100 is 0.092. Or, you will move the decimal 2 to the left. So, 1, 2. Ayan. Yan. Okay? Same lang yan. Kung saan kayo masaya, suportahan ko kayo. Okay? So, ang tanong dito guys, how much should she invest? Magkano raw ang dapat niyang i-invest? So, that would be letter P. Magkano ang dapat i-invest ni Yumi kung gusto niyang kumita ng 2,500 sa loob ng 4 na taon? Okay? Na merong rate na 9.2%. So, P ang hinahanap. So, ang formula ng P ay, ayan, cancel to, tanggalin, I over RT. So, I is, ito yung gusto niyang kitain na interest, over, so R natin is 0.092 times, time is 4. So, ang principal amount or dapat niyang invest para makakuha siya ng 2,500 na interest is 0.092 times 4 is, ayun, 6,793. So, 6,793.48. So, kailangan mag-invest ni Yumi ng ganitong halaga para kumita siya ng 2,500. Okay, na interest. Pero guys, kung tatanungin kayo kung magkano makukuha niya after 4 years, syempre, i-add nyo itong dalawa. Yung i-invest niya na money plus yung tubo. So, yun yung total na makukuha niya. Pero hindi naman tinanong yun, so wag na natin siyang isolve. Okay? Kung ano lang ang tinanong, yun lang ang isosolve ninyo. Okay, number 8. Last one. Thor invested 9,500 at a yearly rate of 3%. He got 105,000 after the investment period. How long was the money invested? So, gaano daw katagal yung pera doon? So, Thor invested. So, ibig sabihin, principal yan. So, naglagay siya ng pera sa bangko na 95,000 pesos. Ibig sabihin, wala pang tubo. Okay? At a yearly rate of 3%. So, ang rate natin is 3%. That is 0.03. He got 105,000. So, nakakuha siya ng 105,000 after the investment. So, nakakuha siya, ibig sabihin future yun. Yung nakuha niyang amount is 105,000. Okay? And then, ang tinatanong is the time. Gaano raw katagal yung pera na 95,000 sa bangko? Bakit ang nakuha niya after 3 years? Ay, wala namang year pala. After a specific year, nakakuha siya ng 105,000. Okay? So, ang formula ng time is I over PR. So, we have P and we have R. Given yan. Pero wala tayong I. Pero, makuha natin yung I. Siyempre, yung future amount na nakuha, yung nakuha niya, minus yung original niya, ibig sabihin, lumaki yung pera niya. Okay? So, hanapin natin gaano yung nilaki. Or you can use this formula. Okay? So, pwede nyo yan gamitin para makuha yung interest. So, interest is equal to, so transpose nyo to guys, magiging F, syempre, yung P magiging negative, minus P. Anyway, common sense lang naman ang gagamitin nyo rito. Nag-invest siya sa bangko ng 95,000. Nakakuha siya ng 105. O, syempre, tumubo yung pera. Paano nyo makukuha yung tubo ng pera? Syempre, ma-minus nyo, di ba? So, 105,000 minus 95,000. So, yun yung kinita ng pera niya. 10,000. Okay? So, kumita yung pera niya ng 10,000 doon sa bangko. So, gaano raw katagal yung investment? So, time is equal to I na 10,000 over P natin is 95,000 times R na 0.03. So, let us compute. So, 10,000 over 95,000 times 0.03. So, ibig sabihin, nandun sa bangko, yung pera niya sama nyo na yung hundreds place. So, 3.51. Okay, so 3.51. Yan, round off nyo sa hundreds place, ha. So, 3.51 years. So, yung pera niya nagtagal sa bangko ng 3.51 years. Kaya, lumago siya ng 10K, guys. Biruin mo yon, from 95K, naging 105K after 3.51 years. So, that is how you compute different values involving simple interest. So, next na video natin would be all about compound interest.